I'm not a huge fan of better late than never. To me, in the whole list of axiomatic phrases, it's down pretty near the end. It's not quite as bad as "hang in there, baby." Remember that one with the little kitten hanging on the poster? But it's close. To me, if I have a mental picture of the phrase, it's me standing with an exploded package. My clothes are torn and tattered, soot on my face. My hair is standing straight up at impossible angles with smoke coming out of the ends. And just then a friend of mine comes running up breathlessly with a fire extinguisher. That's better late than never. Let me give you an example. And the story has to do with grocery shopping. Sounds improbable, but stick with me. So I do most of the grocery shopping in our household, and I make a process out of it. I'll start a list each week, write groceries across the top, put it in the same spot on the kitchen table, and drop hints, if you need groceries, just put them on the list. When it comes time, the day when I need to go to the store, I'll say, hey, I'm going to the store later. If any groceries, you know where the list is. Truth be told, I'm a little compulsive about this, but that's a whole different story. We'll deal with that at a different time. So now it comes time to go to the grocery store, and I'll be standing at the front door and just say, hey, heading out to the store. Any last things you can think of? And then there'll be a pause. And usually my wife will say something like, did you talk to Rob? Or, my critique group meets tomorrow. And I used to get kind of pissed off at these non-answers, but now I try and make a game of it. Okay. Did you talk to Rob? Well, let's see. Oh yeah, we talked. Well, maybe we were going to get together, so maybe we need something for that. And critique group. Yeah, I have no idea what that's about. Perhaps my wife just had to kind of clear out her memory banks before she could think of anything that she might need from the grocery store. In any case, I stand there trying to pretend like this is a game and I'm not getting pissed off. And she'll usually say, no, I can't think of anything, but if I do, I'll call you. To which I reply, no, don't call me, text me. I'll miss the call, so send a text. Well, the other day, I was grocery shopping, and I get this text. I'm reading this text that says, we need sugar. And I'm thinking, we don't need sugar. Sugar is fucking poison. And of course, the reason I'm saying that is because the groceries are already in the back of the car, and I'm sitting there in the driver's seat, and it's too late. It's never going to happen. Let me give you one more story. I have a couple of friends who, a few years ago, they bought their first house up in the Twin Cities. Cute little fixer-upper, and they really threw themselves into making the most of their house. And they'd previously been pretty avid outdoors people, getting out of the city nearly every weekend. But now they were, every weekend in the yard, really working on the yard in the gardens. They were out there hacking shrubs and planting trees and building beautiful flower beds. But after a couple months, something was missing. They had their hands in the soil, in the earth, but they were bent over in toil. They were outside, but they were confined to their little postage stamp of a yard. So when the next year came around, they decided, to throw that all away. And they got back outside. So instead of working in the yard, they were out biking, hiking, kayaking, camping, enjoying the land of 10,000 lakes. Now, I told my friend, I actually gave him this monologue about, not so much to clear it with him, but because he's a writer too, and he told me to leave that part out. He said, it doesn't make sense with the better late than never. But I think it does, and here's why. Better late than never happens very often because we think there's something we have to do. But we may not really want to do it, and therefore we wind up doing it late. The fact of the matter is we make all that stuff up. There is no to do, and well, I'll just leave you with this. Just wake up, people. Sometimes sometimes never is better. Thank you.